Hey guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. I got another battle box for you, mission number 114. So hang tight. All right, guys, welcome back. Yeah, this is mission 114. This weekend's kind of a cool weekend. I'm down in Taylorville, Illinois. I'm on Lake Taylorville right now. Beautiful little spot if you've never been here. But this is mission number 114. But you know what? I've got a couple things that I want to make mention of. Number one, I was asked by a lady whose name was Jennifer if there is an easier way to do a trucker's hitch on a ridge line to where you don't have to pinch so hard, because a lot of people can't make that pinch. And the answer is yes. And a lot of ladies, not all, but a lot of ladies do have that trouble, also young kids. So we're going to do a video on that, and it's a very simple fix. The other thing is, I was asked about the relationship between Crate Club and BattlBox. And I'll be honest with you, I've not pursued that. Years back, whenever Crate Club first come on the scene, we had dialogue with them, and many of you asked that we would include those guys, that company. But what we found, they're more of a tactical type of club than it is an outdoors wilderness survival preparedness type that you find with BattlBox. So that's why we've embraced BattlBox. They're more in our wheelhouse. But thanks for the question. You know, I do know there is some relationship, but I haven't really pursued it with questions with the CEO of BattlBox. You know, he would tell me if I asked him, but you know, if it comes up, then I'll let you know. But in the meantime, we got mission number 114, which has some pretty cool stuff in it here. So let's just start that out in the basic box, and I'll put those prices up there for you, by the way. You got 3 items. Number 1 is the Triumph Bottle Blaster Target Caps. I'm going to put these all together for a reason. And then you got the Triumph Stick and Shoot Targets. Actually, just 2 of those I'm putting together. So Triumph Bottle Blaster and the Triumph Stick and Shoot Targets. Last month we featured Nathan Masters slingshot, and which is a very, very cool little tool. If you want to hunt, you know, anything that's small game, you can hunt with a slingshot. And this month, kind of a follow-up on that, what BattlBox has done has given us these 2 products in order to make us better slingshot people, right? This is your bottle caps, and these are intended to fill up a water bottle, and when you shoot them, they are a reactive target, and they kind of explode. I refer you to Curran 1776 on BattlBox to look at his video. He was very detailed in that. And then the other thing that they use to help you become a better guy with a slingshot or gal is the stick and shoot. Now these have been around for a while, different companies, but these are also a reactive target that whenever you shoot them, they explode, and they have a goo in them that is, you know, it's kind of neat to be able to play with a slingshot. But you know, get out there and become proficient with a slingshot, and you'll never be without the ability to be able to procure food when you're out in the wilderness. Rabbits are easy to take, squirrels are easy to take, maybe a little harder than rabbits, but only because of the aiming, you know, and the 3D dimensional of the trees. You know, that makes it a little bit harder. But yeah, these are 2 good ads here. Then the third ad in that basic box is this guy right here. This is called the Griffin Pocket Tool, and you know, we got probably 50% of the people that react to this were very positive, and the other 50% were quite negative. You know, I guess I'm in the middle. You know, it's a neat little tool. It's put together very, very well, but it has what they call a scoring tool right here, 5/16 inch wrench, a pocket clip, 11/32 inch wrench, a screwdriver, a little flathead screwdriver right there, a key ring hole, a bottle opener. Who doesn't need a bottle opener? A 1/4-inch wrench, and a pry tool. And it's, look how big it is. It's a really small thing, but I believe this is made out of stainless, and it's rock solid. It's very, very heavy duty. So for those of you that are into the micro tools, you got a little tool set right here. That is from Griffin, and that moves us on to the basic box. And this is one that I got some fun emails over this. You know, this is the County Com grappling hook by Maritac, and it's a pocket size. And right on here it says, not a life-saving device. You know what that translates to? Don't be stupid and try to rappel with this or grapple with this. It's not made for that, you know. I think Curran said it best, you know, because we've all had it happen when we're up in a deer stand or somewhere elevated and we drop something, and the next thing you know, we got to come down off of the deer stand just to retrieve our stuff. So you're probably hearing that boat in the back. They got some big boats on this lake. This is a huge lake. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sitting on the back of the boat today doing this. I thought it'd be a good little thing. So here we go. This is what it is. You put your lanyard on here, your paracord or bank line, whatever it is. If you drop something, you can pick it up. You might be able to retrieve stuff out of the lake or the river with this, you know, but again, heavy emphasis on it will not sustain your weight no matter how small you are. Don't even try it because you'll end up hurt. I mean, it's a great little tool for that. I've used some things that are like this before when I've been out hunting and drop stuff. Can't say I was an expert at getting them back up, but I sure tried with these type of things. But this is a neat one here. I do like that. So that is your oh, you know what? I said that I got this wrong here. So we got 4 things in the basic box. That was my bad. And this is the 4th one. Again, it's the County Com grappling hooks by Maritac. They call it the pocket size. All right, so yeah, there that is. All right, and then the next one is called the Bare Bones Skillet Pan. And this is a breakdown skillet. I wish it would have had some type of cover or sack with it, but for those of you that have been asking about cookware, this is a 2-piece option that comes from BattlBox, and it's made by Bare Bones. And this dude just fits right in here. You can see, let's get it right. There you go. And then you just screw this down. Should have took that off, because it is going to impede stuff. Watch this. Here, Mom. Thank you. All right, just screw this down. But while I'm doing this, you know, this is not something that, you know, I guess you could, if you really wanted to, use it as a backpacking skillet, but to me it's just way too big, too cumbersome. Got a little weight to it. But it's not a cast iron skillet. Let's just read a little bit about it. Similar to cast iron, carbon steel requires minimal daily maintenance. Clean carbon steel gently with warm water and a soft brush or rag. Avoid steel scrubbers. Dry thoroughly, heat briefly to remove moisture, then apply a thin coat of olive oil or avocado oil. Store in a cool, dry place and wipe down after to prevent rust. Now, that's just the same way you take care of cast iron, but because it's carbon steel, it's gonna rust if you don't take care of it, just like your knives. But for those of you that are wanting something that's portable that you can take out, this is more of a base camp style skillet as far as I'm concerned, but it's a decent one. It's really nice. I mean, as a matter of fact, this might go in the kitchen, right? This could go in the kitchen. Yeah, you think you could drive that in the kitchen? Yeah, so that's your advanced box there. And then that takes us to the Pro box. And the Pro box, this is another one that got a lot of action, a lot of wordy stuff. I'll show it to you here. I'm not going to take it out of the box because, again, did a great job with this. But this is a guy right here. It's the PD 101 full face respirator gas mask with OV particulate filtration. Okay. Designed for heavy duty tasks, it includes an impact resistant face shield with a scratch and stain resistant lens. And pay particular attention to that, because I'm gonna follow up with a comment. Scratch and stain resistant lens providing over 200 degrees of wide field of view, perfect for sawing, grinding, or hammering. The respirator uses industry standard bayonet cartridges, includes PA3 bayonet filters for effective filtration of organic vapors and particulates. It also incorporates a downward facing exhalation valve for cooling airflow, preventing visor fogging, and a 5-point head harness for comfortable wear and headgear. Okay. This happens to be one of those products that has more of a civilian connection for me personally than most things. And the reason is I ran a finishing shop, wood finishing shop, spraying lacquers and you know, colors and all that type of stuff. And I owned a commercial millwork and touch-up repair business in Chicago for 30 years. And so my crew had to use something like this. Now the difference is that we didn't want the visor. And the reason we didn't want this full face visor is because spraying lacquers would collect on there, and there's really no effective way to clean it off of this type of material. Glass, yes, but not this. And the reason I bring that up is because I had somebody write me and ask me what my opinion was. And when I told them I wouldn't use it for lacquers, they said they were going to use it in their wood shop for lacquers. Man, that'd be the worst thing you could do, because the first time to use it, it's going to cover the, you're going to have, you know, like overspray all over this lens, and then you've ruined it, because you can't take lacquer thinner to get it off. You'll compromise the lens. Especially can't use acetone, man. That'll just mess it up totally. So use it for what it's intended for, all right? You know, keep it around your house for a emergency situation. If you need some filtration, if you're caught in a place where it's smoky, or it's different types of vapors, you know, people are talking about a shite hit the fan situation. Yeah, you know, I've got 2 of these in my kit, my stay home kit, just for that reason, you know. So yeah, this is a great ad, but again, you got to use it in the right context, or you're going to be very, very disappointed in what happens. But yeah, this will protect you very, very well. Okay, so that means we're going to move on to the next item, which is the Pro Plus. And this is the Ruck River Savannah. And Mr. Curran 1776, Brandon, helped design this knife, I believe. This is a sexy EDC blade, borderline what I call a Sunday go to meeting knife, but don't let that fool you. This blade is ready and able to get to work. Yeah, I like it. Features a Bowler K110 steel flat grind blade, durable black canvas micarta scales, a button lock, ambidextrous pocket clip, ball bearing pivot, and bronze colored hardware and liners. The colors I selected are reminiscent to me of the colors of the Savannah River. The river has a lot of cypress and other vegetation that adds a tannic color to the water, thus the bronze and black. Let me get this dude out, because it is a very sexy looking knife. And, you know, yeah, I think that this would be one that would be quite capable of some light tasks in the wood. You're not going to pound on this dude. You're not going to baton a lot through this. It just isn't going to take it. It's not what it's made for. But I think that he hit the nail on the head when it's a Sunday go to meeting style knife or night out on the town, because it's got a very thin profile to it. I like the colors on it. Now, I would make sure that I put some type of protectant on here. For me, it's always bush butter, because that's what we do. And I'd put it on the blade. But here's some dope on this thing. Blade length just over 3 inches. Overall length is 7 3/8. It feels really nice in the hand. K110 steel flat grind blade, durable black canvas micarta scales. It's got a button lock right here, you know, and it just drops it down, makes that release for you. See that? Ambidextrous clip. You can switch the clip on it. Ball bearing pivot, which I really like, and a current 1776 embroidered soft case. That's a pretty cool case. Curtain's all puffed up, I'm sure. But yeah, this is a beautiful knife. I like it, and again, I'd have to concur with him. This is more of a Sunday go to meeting, a night on the town type of blade, because it's a really profile, but it's stout. You know, it's really, really stout. So that's a great add. Last but not least, I wanted to make sure you're aware of these. Again, this comes from Simple Shot. Now, when BattlBox puts these in your box, just don't, you know, throw them to the side or throw them away. We just got the slingshot last month. We got some shot, but by now you may have burned through it. That happens. Well, what BattlBox done is teamed up with Nathan again at Simple Shot. You get 30% off accessories with this particular card. And it's valid through August 31st. All right, so then you've got this card here from Griffin. Enjoy 30% off all GPT gear until December, so you got a little bit more time with this. But take advantage of those cards, I mean, because that is the added value to your box, you know. So everybody by now knows if you got a golden ticket or not. For those of you that got the golden ticket, you know that you're going to go on the battle games. And I also want to encourage you to get inside the battle vault. We've been taking a look at that, and I'm really stoked about the stuff in there. And I think that the last time I looked, all the items that I chose, I think I was going to save something like 63% once I added them all together. That's pretty good. So thanks for watching. Thanks for those questions. And we will get that Ridgeline video out there for you ladies and folks that have a hard time. You know, you get old like me, and your hands don't work near as good. So until next time, you guys be safe wherever you're at, especially when you're out in the woods.